All right, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, I am officially putting on my digital marketing coach's hat, and we're diving straight into a playbook designed entirely for you. If you've been sitting on this amazing idea, kind of paralyzed by the thought of setting up complex websites, or you're just stressed about the upfront costs of launching your very first digital product, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to demystify the entire tech setup from start to finish. I'm going to show you exactly how to get your digital product out into the world and actually making sales without spending a single dime on software to get started.
You do not need to spend $97 on software or wait until you have a custom website. Look, as a coach, I hear this massive anxiety-inducing myth literally all the time. People think they need to drop $100 a month on a platform before they even have a product. It simply isn't true. You don't need a massive budget, and you certainly don't need a team of web developers to make your first sale.
So here is our roadmap for today. First, the zero-budget launch. Second, 4 free platforms. Third, a features and fees comparison. Fourth, the all-in-one pick. And finally, a step-by-step setup guide.
Section 1. The zero-budget launch. Breaking down the tech barrier.
You know, the biggest hurdle absolute beginners face really isn't a lack of knowledge, and it's almost never a bad product. It's the friction of the setup process. It's overwhelming. But here is the solution. No tech headaches, no coding, and 0 monthly bills. The platforms we're analyzing today empower you to completely bypass that traditional, clunky, expensive route. You don't need to know a single line of code. By leveraging these specific tools, you can literally turn your ideas into a fully functional income stream today, and it is completely risk-free.
Section 2. 4 free platforms. Time to meet your digital storefronts.
I have completely analyzed the market, and I've narrowed the whole thing down to 4 specific platforms. These are the absolute best solutions for a beginner's first launch, with each catering to a slightly different strategy. First up, we have Beacons. Think of this as your link in bio style platform, but on steroids. It lets you sell products and capture emails right from your social media profile. Next is Gumroad, which is famously beginner-friendly and has this incredible unique feature we'll get into in just a second. Then there's PayHip. PayHip uniquely offers a built-in blog alongside external email integrations. And finally, we have System.io, which is the heavy hitter for comprehensive funnels and courses. Oh, and a quick note from your coach. All 4 of these platforms smoothly support Stripe and PayPal payouts. That means you get paid securely and you get paid quickly.
Before we compare all the features, I really want to highlight a massive advantage of Gumroad. It acts as a discovery marketplace. Now, what does that mean? It's a built-in ecosystem where new customers can just stumble upon your digital product without you having to drive 100% of the traffic yourself. For an absolute beginner, having a platform that actively does some of that heavy lifting to find an audience for you, that is a total game changer.
Section 3. Features and fees comparison. Let's get into the data-driven breakdown. As your coach, I definitely don't want you just guessing out there, so let's break down this side-by-side data. This way, you can make a really informed decision without feeling completely overwhelmed. Beacons gives you memberships and email forms for a 9% transaction fee. And yes, it is incredibly easy for absolute beginners to set up. Gumroad gives you that discovery marketplace we just talked about, plus email marketing for a 10% fee. And again, it's a solid yes for absolute beginners. Now, PayHip offers product bundles and a blog for just a 5% fee, and it's also exceptionally easy to use. But then we look at System.io. It gives you full funnels and course hosting with a 0% transaction fee. But, and this is a pretty big but for absolute beginners, it requires a bit more effort. Is it easiest for beginners? No. It has a slight learning curve, purely because it is so incredibly robust.
Let's analyze these transaction fees a bit closer between PayHip, Beacons, and Gumroad. The absolutely crucial point here is analyzing your costs for scaling sales as your traffic inevitably grows. When you're just starting out, a 10% fee on Gumroad might not feel like much on a $10 ebook, right? But as a marketing coach, I need you looking ahead. As you scale to thousands of dollars in sales, that 10% takes a pretty significant bite out of your profit margin. Meanwhile, PayHip keeps things remarkably lean at just 5%, offering you the lowest cost for scaling among these simplest beginner platforms.
And this brings us to a very, very important number, 2,000. I mentioned earlier that System.io has a 0% transaction fee. You might be wondering, how is that even possible? Well, System.io is entirely free to use up until you reach 2,000 email contacts in your database. So essentially, for a beginner launching their very first digital product, your transaction fee on this amazingly powerful platform is 0% until your business has actually grown to a really substantial audience size.
Section 4. The all-in-one pick. Scaling with System.io.
If you are the type of learner who wants to build a rock-solid foundation today that will support a massive business tomorrow, compare a simple link in bio tool like Beacons, which sure has a fast setup but higher fees and pretty basic email capture, against an all-in-one marketing hub like System.io. From a coaching perspective, if you want a true all-in-one solution where you can build dedicated sales pages, customized order forms, and set up fully automated delivery emails all in one single place, System.io is the undisputed winner. Yes, for sure, there's a slight learning curve compared to something like Gumroad, but the payoff of full funnel building and email automation with zero transaction fees is absolutely worth it for long-term scaling.
Section 5. Step-by-Step Setup Guide. This is your action plan for today. Okay, we've compared the platforms, we've analyzed the fees, and now it is time for execution. No matter which of these 4 platforms you end up choosing, the user interfaces all basically boil down to this universal 4-step process. First, log into your dashboard and select Digital Product. Second, set your price and write a compelling description that clearly explains the awesome value of what you're selling. Third, upload the actual digital file your customer is going to receive, along with a really great cover image. And fourth, hit Publish. Honestly, that's the whole shebang. You generate a link, you share it on your socials, and you are officially open for business. Now, I absolutely cannot let you launch without dropping a quick pro tip to save you some major frustration. When you're on step 3 and uploading that cover image, optimize your assets. Gumroad actually provides you with specific custom cover sizes right in their dashboard, so follow them. And if you choose PayHip, remember that they require a minimum image width of 1,000 pixels. Knowing these exact dimensions before you start designing is going to save you from some incredibly annoying upload errors.
And look, I know exactly what some of you are thinking right now. Coach, this is all great, but I don't actually have a product created yet. Well, if product creation is paralyzing you, you can literally just skip the creation phase entirely. You can utilize what's called PLR, which stands for Private Label Rights. This is where you purchase done-for-you digital products that you legally have the right to resell as your own. For example, there are memberships out there like the Digital Gold Mine that costs just $10 a month and provide you with instant, high-quality assets. You could go download a product today, upload it to Gumroad or PayHip using our 4-step guide, and literally start selling it this week. Seriously, no excuses.
So we have officially broken down the tech barrier. We've analyzed the absolute best free platforms on the market right now. We've shown you exactly how to avoid those high transaction fees as you scale. And we've given you this step-by-step blueprint to launch. The only thing left is for you to take action. So which free platform is going to host your very first sale? Is it going to be the simplicity of Gumroad, the low scaling fees of PayHip, the quick social integration of Beacons, or the absolute all-in-one powerhouse of System.io? Make your choice, stop waiting for that perfect moment, and launch your product today. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I absolutely cannot wait to see what you build.